hurts a lot more. When you die, the pain's over.
If you think life's a bitch, you're dedicated to death. If you can't stand this shit, you're dedicated to death. You wanna kill yourself, you're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. If you think life's a bitch, you're dedicated to death. If you can't stand this shit, you're dedicated to death. You wanna kill yourself, you're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. Most of these cats fearing us, cause we dead serious. We ain't joking around, I ain't homie the clown. I'm still holding it down like I used to. That doesn't mean that I'm the same person, though, don't get it confused, dude. My life's a downward spiral and a vicious cycle, and the only way to escape is to get a rifle. Blow your fucking brains out, call me freaking psycho, cause I'm here to spit bio while I'm ripping Bibles. Suicidal, genocidal, you name it, I got it. Mainly psychotic cause my brain is an alien product. The dark side of Area 51, who's scary as shit, the nuns. Barbarian bitches fun. You arrogant chicks and guns get stabbed with a stick and dumped in the back of a pickup truck like an average prison lunch, where they shack each other up. You skanky motherfuckers, y'all some nasty gutter sluts. That I your fan, you buttercup. If I bang you, it's not enough. I'ma hang you and cut you up till your intestines falling out of my sandwiches coming up. Yeah, I've got a strong stomach, but some of these bitches, they want vomit. They must love it, these sluts bugging. I'm rough, rugged, your shit's weak and soft. I can't relate to the feelings that you're speaking of. All concerned with the ways of the world and shit, while I'm quick to burn another fucking church and split. I've got the urge to spit the most perverted shit, like playing with a dead person's tits in the back of a hearse. I'm the worst cause I'm merciless, like David Berkowitz when he was murking chicks. If you think life's a bitch, you're dedicated to death. If you can't stand this shit, you're dedicated to death. You wanna kill yourself, you're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. If you think life's a bitch, you're dedicated to death. If you can't stand this shit, you're dedicated to death. You wanna kill yourself, you're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. My lack of emotion will left my fucking enemies flowing dead in the ocean. The wrath for the Trojan, disastrous omens, black animals and goat skin. The chalice of blood, that's what the devilish skulls drink. I'm ready to grow wings and horns and spread doom. Was born from a dead womb, keep a corpse in a bedroom. I'm morbid and there's more than a gimmick or just a name. If you hear what I got to say, how I deal with the fucking pain, you can feel that I'm not the same as these diamond dozen copycats. I'm dedicated, I'll probably die in a fucking hockey match. Slide me inside the body bag and take me to the funeral home. It's obvious that I couldn't belong to this thing called life, but I call it a curse. I don't wanna crawl in the dirt no more cause it hurts. I've had enough, I just wanna end the pain in my head. Forever faded to black, I'm dedicated to death. If you think life's a bitch, you're dedicated to death. If you can't stand this shit, you're dedicated to death. You wanna kill yourself, you're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. You're dedicated to death. If you think life's a bitch, you're dedicated to death. If you can't stand this shit, you're dedicated to death. You wanna kill yourself, you're dedicated to death.